Abe, where are you?
Can't figure out this piece of shit website.
Did you get the code?
No, I didn't get the fucking code, you stupid ass cunt.
Check your email.
Yeah, I'm checking my email. What do you think I'm doing, idiot?
All right, I'll send it again.
Okay. Still nothing. All right, hold on, I need to call tech support or something.
Such an idiot. I hate him so much. Hi, Tiffany? Yeah, I was just calling and checking in. It's Walter. Yeah, we went out a little bit ago. Months, really? Has it been that long? Well, I was just wondering if you wanted to schedule a second date. I really enjoyed our time. No, I didn't lie. That was still a picture of me. No, 20 years is nothing. I'm still me. No, I don't care that you're on the younger side. Come on, baby, please. I'm sorry. Hello? Hello? Bitch. Oh, thank God. What took you so long? You're muted. It's the microphone icon. Bottom of the screen. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's about time.
Shut up. Sorry I'm late. Your emails go straight to spam. All right. Let's get the show on the road. Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Abe Whitman, joined today by my dear friend, Walter Davis.
Host? I thought you said we were co-hosts now.
Sorry, I ran the numbers, and I'm just way more popular.
That's not what we agreed to.
Yeah, well, I'll break our other agreement saying I won't come down to your house and beat you a pulp right now if you don't drop the issue, all right?
Fine.
Yeah. Glad to see that even without Marty, we still struggle to remain on topic. Speaking of topics, tonight's episode is, of course, about the coronavirus. We here, Reasonable Men, have been at the forefront of the fight against the virus since the beginning. We have always vocalized our support for public safety measures and even warned you about the disease before the mainstream media did.
Absolutely. I don't think anyone could argue with that.
So, Walter, how have you been for the past few months?
Well, I've been pretty bad, actually. Real lonely, with everything going on with Fiona.
Right. I mean, I don't have that issue because I'm great with women, but... Yeah.
So I take it you're doing well?
Look, I won't lie, it's been tough not being able to leave my house for the past few months.
You're allowed to leave now that stay-at-home order ended.
Yeah, and? You expect me to wear a mask in public? That shit's right out of the Nazi Germany playbook.
You really haven't left your house at all during the pandemic?
Not once. If I need food, I have my brother pick some food up for me. Instead, he's driving me up the fucking wall acting like a complete fucking retard. He's seriously addicted to a fucking vape pen. He's always blowing his bitch fumes all over the place. I can't wait to kick him to the curb!
Why does a rich man such as yourself still live with your brother?
He lives with me. There's a difference.
Well, I would be careful around those vape fumes.
Sure.
I don't mind telling you this because we're not married anymore, but Fiona actually got herpes from inhaling the vapor from those jewels.
Walter, are you telling me you have herpes?
No, no. No, this was in the last year of our marriage. It was a real shock to all of us.
It's a real shock to me.
I wouldn't be surprised if this whole coronavirus was a byproduct of vaping.
I wouldn't be surprised if you were a byproduct of a failed abortion. Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear your stupid conspiracy theories. I hope you just fuck.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Marty McDonald, joined as always by my good friends Abe Whitman and Walter Davis.
Marty, what the fuck?
On tonight's episode, we explore the ongoing pandemic through the eyes of local families. But first, how are you guys both holding up?
I'm doing well, Marty.
Marty, how did you manage to show up 5 minutes after the show started and still manage to ask the same fucking question? You don't work here anymore, remember, you stupid bitch?
Sounds like you're doing pretty well, Abe.
Do you understand what I'm saying, you rapacious smut stain? You don't work here anymore. You're done. I fired you.
Well, Abe, I don't recall that, and even if I did, I don't understand the logistics of a subordinate firing a superior. Well, let's give him some time to work through whatever he's dealing with.
Yeah, it's been a real drag today. How have you been, Marty?
I've been good. Although my wife and I both got laid off, and Marvin, he's struggling with potty training.
Isn't he 5?
No, he's 6. I think he's 6 now. Oh.
Yeah. Marty, you're our guest today. Our guest. So hey, guest, what are your tips for staying sane during this time?
I'm the host. I'll ask the questions. Abe, what are your tips for staying sane during this troubling time?
Oh, fuck you! Do you know why we stopped shooting? Huh, Marty? It's because we're looking for your replacement, you slack-jawed moron. That's right. You're being replaced and nobody's going to fucking notice because nobody fucking likes you.
That's not true.
It is fucking true. Alright? Ask anyone. Fuck, ask Walter. Ask anything. You know, like a handicapped chimpanzee like your nephew Jerry likes you more than me.
Abraham, I have let you get away with a lot on this show.
You don't let me get away with anything. I run this show.
Shut up. As I was saying, I let you get away with a lot in this program, but you, my friend, have crossed the line this time. You think you can get away with calling my beloved nephew a handicapped chimpanzee on television?
I do, and I did.
Guys, I feel like we're getting a little off topic here.
Put a sock in it, Walter. You'll know it's okay to talk when I shove my fist so far up your ass that you'll be my elderly meat puppet. All right? Marty, hey, Marty. You want to put your big boy, go put on your big boy pants like an adult? Fine, let me lay it out for you, huh? You listening? Yeah, nice shorts. I hate you. I hate you. I know it's not my most creative insult, Marty, but let that sink in for a moment. I've known you for 5 years. And you know what? I never liked you. Never. All right? It was all a ruse. With all the barbecues, parties, the Reasonable Men episodes. The truth is, I never saw you as a friend. Never. I just wanted to fuck your sister. And you know what? I'm no closer now than I was then.
Ooh. What? Sorry, my computer was muted. I missed it. Well, now that you've gotten that out of your system, I took the liberty of having Jerry post our Zoom link on a few internet message boards. So we're open for questions now. Any question? Hello, ma'am. Can you hear us?
Oh my God.
Hang on. Hello?
Mind. Is in my fucking mind. What is this?
Hello.
How you my sanity? It's not working.
I can't hear them at all.
Oh, I kind of heard her that time.
Like, you know, fucking take the cotton out of your ears and start talking.
You know, a funny thing happened at the supermarket yesterday. I watched this woman walk by me with 3 big tubs of cheese balls. And she was going to throw them out because they had expired.
Uh-huh.
I said, lady, those things don't expire. There's so much chemicals inside them. So I said, oh, I'll take them as long as you don't charge me for it. So I got 3 big bins of cheese balls. I'll bring them next time we're in person.
Awesome.
Fine. Do it.
Huh.
Do it. Just do it. Just do
Hello, miss.
Hello, ma'am.
it. Oh, bye.
Well, I must say that I have affinity for all of the hosts of this wonderful show. I especially like the one who speaks his mind and has the passion and the energy and the delightful command of the English language. But then there's also Walter, who just keeps the peace. And I guess if I had to choose one,
Me, baby.
I think I must choose Walter.
What?
I'm sorry, Abe.
Well, thank you, Miss Danny. I appreciate that.
Thank you for calling in, ma'am.
That would be co-host Walter Davis.
Yeah.
Man.
cool.
Oh, I think we have another caller on the line.
Yes, sir.
God help us.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to Reasonable Men.
Can you hear me?
We
Yeah,
can,
wow, it's actually working faster than fucking 2 years like the other lady you did. Big
Is that
Okay.
Mr. Clean?
Yeah, really funny. Really funny. Yeah, I got it all.
is that a photo of your wife or girlfriend in the back? Oh, sorry. Do you have a question or comment?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, you want me? Yeah.
we don't want to just know if you have one. We want to actually hear it.
Well, then you should probably qualify the question of the
Jeez.
question of the question being the question. When it comes to the coronavirus, I just want to state that I'm against it. And I saw a documentary the other night, and I think it could all be traced back. I don't know if you guys saw this documentary. You familiar with the Transformers, the big robots?
Like the Autobots and Decepticons.
It's on it's on the television. Because everything happened after the Transformers, and I think they're responsible for coronavirus.
Is that the robots in disguise?
Yeah, but they're not in disguise because they're robots.
Walk me through this one. How does this happen?
Well, where did the virus come from?
I thought it was China.
Yeah. Okay. And the Transformers, before it was a movie, it was a cartoon that had a line of toys. Where are the toys made?
China.
I think I've proven my point.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, Marvin and I watch Transformers on a regular basis. He's 6 years old now, and
And he knows.
I don't know. He's never mentioned corona.
So you might be infected.
No, we're good.
Marty.
We got tested last week just as a precaution, and we found out that when you get tested, they stick a swab up each nostril. So what we've discovered is now the only way you can catch it, as far as I know, is through the nasal passages. So feel free to do whatever you like with your mouth.
If you put a transformer up your nose, will that make it
Come on.
possible to get the coronavirus?
Come on, Abe. Let's be reasonable.
I'm trying, man. I haven't.
No, not now. Marvin, no. I'll get you on the toilet in a little bit. Just go try yourself, buddy. If you can't, just go on the floor. Don't worry about it. Yes.
Microphone or something or whatever when you're do that shit, all right?
Let me just point out that
Isn't Marvin toilet trained yet?
No, I mean he's advanced in some areas, but he's just got a little issue right now. So we're working through it.
He's not still breastfeeding, is he?
Come on, don't be ridiculous. It's been like at least 3 months since he stopped. So.
Yeah, Marty, I think you were close to 7 when you stopped as well.
Well, we had this, but then you pointed out to me that, everyone's different and I had to accept my needs as I needed them. But I know you had mentioned that you had a similar experience and you were in junior high school or, no.
I've always enjoyed.
By the way, Walter, we bought a new,
nourishment from the teat.
By the way, Walter, we bought a new bird feeder. We've identified 18 different birds here in the backyard.
18 new birds.
18. They all have wings, though. All right, you know what I mean? So, the bird watching, quote unquote, here is of the aviary type.
What kinds of bids?
Excuse me?
What kinds of birds?
Rose-breasted grosbeak, red-headed woodpecker, tufted titmouse. It's a real bird.
Yeah.
The name's a little odd. Cardinal, chickadee, yellowfinch, redfinch,
nuthatch?
and I'm sorry?
Nuthatch?
No nuthatches, but lots of tufted titmouse. So.
How about a downy woodpecker?
No, just the red-headed.
Pileated woodpecker?
No.
How about a towhee? Evening grosbeak?
Rose-breasted grosbeak.
How about an evening grosbeak?
No evenings. No.
Abe, okay.
Is
How about
Abe
go-
okay?
How
He
about a
looks a
gold?
little pale.
How about a goldfinch?
Yes, American gold.
A shot of this stuff. Tastes like shit.
Is that ice?
Speaking of shit, how's Marvin doing?
I haven't heard from him for 3 or 4 minutes, so I'm good for now. We'll find out, though. Could be ugly. Abe, is that iced tea?
What are you drinking?
it's
Floor
iced.
polish?
It's iced tea. It's iced
So-
tea and floor polish.
So since we have a couple of listeners on the line, maybe we can put a question to Matthew. What do you think about the Shrewsbury Public School going back to school in the fall? I mean,
I don't
are they
know.
just a bunch of wimps? It's this disease. It's not going to kill kids. I think they should go back to school. I'm tired of seeing them in the yard having fun all summer.
Yeah, that's a good reason to send them back to school. They should send them to work camps. Like, if they don't go to school, give them a choice: go to school or clean the parks. That'll get them back in school.
You should get them working.
Kids should be cleaning the highways.
Well, that's a good point. Get some work crews going. I mean, give them some field experience, right?
Literally, put them in fields, have them like harvest corn and stuff.
But I'm kind of tired of these teachers that keep talking about how the virus is going to, make teaching difficult. I mean, all you got to do is tell kids just don't touch each other and they'll listen. Are you okay? I can't even see if those pupils are dilating or not.
Yeah, I'm great. I don't even know what you're talking about. I've been here the whole time.
I think you need to get a little Flowbee on that hair, though.
My hair's fine. Walter.
At least it's a normal color.
Right.
I see.
Do you own any hats?
Yeah, full drunken mistake months ago. Still bringing it up. Haha. Funny joke. Real good.
Yeah.
Yep. We're gonna wrap this up because this has been a great episode. I think we made a lot of progress.
Why are you still living with your brother?
Who asked? You?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Fuck 'em.
That's a lot.
This has been Reasonable Men. It's been a great episode. We've had a great time. Thank you to our guests. Fucking, I don't even remember at this point. They were great.
As co-host, I should do the goodbye.
Well, the only thing you need to do as a co-host is shove a fist in your mouth and die. This has been Reasonable Men.
Once you, if you're both done, we can get to the final goodbye from.
The final goodbye from you. Yeah, no. You're not going to be back next time. You're not going to be back next episode. You're not coming back.
This has been another exciting episode of Reasonable Men.
Catherine will get you in here too.
Join us next time when we discover the cure, hopefully, for the coronavirus.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Matthew.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
Hello, and welcome to Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Abe Whitman, joined by my new co-host, Chad Armstrong, and returning assistant, Walter Davis.
I think you misspoke there.
Walter, remember the ground rules?
Yeah, but I thought we...
Listen here, you little... Well, we'll talk after the show, buddy. Anyways, I promised we'd be back, and what better way to get back into the swing of things than talking about this whole mascot thing going on, am I right, fellas?
For real, man.
Yeah, well, before we jump into it, how about you introduce yourself, Chad?
Okay. I'm Chad.
You know what? I just don't think this is going to work, okay? This imposter, this Chad, sitting in Marty's seat, not on my watch. He's sus, as the kids would say.
Walter, there's no need to lash out. I'm sure that the lump isn't cancerous. Oh, did I just say that out loud?
It's benign. Thanks for asking.
Okay.
And I know fake when I see it. And brother, you're plastic.
Wally, I'm an open book, okay? Ask me anything.
Do you watch anime?
Nah, man, that shit's for weebs.
Answer.
You know what? My concern is that we are lowering the standards of the people that appear on this show.
Noted. Anyway, the Shrewsbury Colonial. A beacon of hope for some, to others a glorification of imperialist policies by the British Empire on some dumb savages who frankly had it coming. Thoughts?
Hey, I got a thought. Cheers to that.
Where did you find this guy?
Irrelevant, Walter. How about you stay on topic? Can you handle that? Do you think you maybe actually be able to do that for once? You know, Chad offered his opinion. How about you offer yours?
Sure. Well, I like the colonial mascot, and I've jotted down some notes.
Okay.
Colonials represent respect, honor, chivalry, traits missing from today's youth. They had strict uniform standards. They had respect for their elders, especially when they were new to the show.
Bro, it wasn't a show, it was a frickin' war. Can you believe this guy? It's like George Clooney on meth.
I ask because there is growing support to rid the town of our beloved colonial, and in the process destroy centuries of history.
Bro, I flunked history hard. Shout out to Mr. McCassidy for flunking my ass. Well, I didn't swear.
Okay, look, I may as well address the elephant in the room. We've toned down, and it gives me no pleasure to say that, trust me. However, we have been warned that our recorded broadcasts will be age-restricted if we don't clean up our act a little bit. So that means no swearing, no rude gestures, no threats of violence. Just know I am thinking all of them.
Wait. What do you mean age restricted? When did that happen? We can't be age restricted. I have friends who enjoy watching the show, and that would impact them.
Okay, well, it's new, so...
Hey, age restriction or not, who cares? We're on TV. I feel like Dr. Phil. I feel like Shrewsbury's my guest.
Yeah, good. Like, look, if toning down allows us to reach a wider audience and, be bigger on primetime, that sort of thing, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So,
Well, listen, steer the ship, back on the right tracks.
sure, please.
If we were to replace the mascot, what do you think it should be? I think, just throwing this out there, it should be a butt. Right? Right, guys? A butt.
Well, I'm glad somebody thinks this is funny. I take this incredibly seriously, and I have come up with a contingency plan. All right? Meet Chumpy. All right? And I've jotted down some things here, so I'm just going to read it to you because it's not a finished product. Meet Chumpy, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Chumpy was raised in Shrewsbury before it even had a name. His loving parents died when he was just a runt, leaving him hungry, helpless, and vulnerable. Now, luckily, he had his good old Uncle Steve take him under his wing. He raised him as his own. Through their shared love of R-rated movies and drinking and tickle fights, Chumpy and Steve became not just family, but friends. By the time Chumpy made it to senior year, he was the most well-adjusted, fun-loving dino anyone ever did see. But then tragedy struck as Steggy, Chumpy's crush, refused to go to the prom with him just because she already had a boyfriend. Chumpy was heartbroken, and Uncle Steve, for all his perks, wasn't good with Lady Dino advice. So that night, when the whole town was asleep, Chumpy snuck his way down to Steggy's, climbed through her window...
Shut the Walter, stop! For the love of God, stop!
The story sucked.
Yeah, well, I have a couple more pages. This is just the prologue.
Well, I'm sorry you wasted so much time on that, Walter. A mascot should be simple and yet have historical and local relevance. My pick, State Representative Hannah Kane.
My last name is Kane? Yeah. I changed it to cocaine.
Okay, watch your mouth. She is a treasure. She's the only bright spot left in this town. She's the only person here who has any common sense.
Okay, so let's recap, shall we? We have a butt, a real person that nobody cares about, and a dinosaur, which is frankly the most realistic of all of the suggestions.
Hey.
Great job, everyone.
Compromise time. All about compromise. A dinosaur, but named Hannah.
Do you understand, Abe, how bad this makes us look? I mean, this juvenile humor, I'm embarrassed to be on this show right
Yeah, well,
now.
you would know all about juvenile humor, wouldn't you, Walter? I think I feel like listening to your stuff. How do you think I feel listening to all your stuff all the time?
Shut up. What if we played Spin the Bottle?
How about we stay on topic?
You're not my type anyway.
Asking what we should do to change the colonial is the wrong question, okay? It's not about changing it. It's about how do we preserve the mascot that we already have.
Abe, I love you, but I think it's time to throw our support behind Chompy.
Die. Wait. Fine.
What a loser.
Yeah. Anyway, the idiots in town argue that the colonials were genocidal lunatics bent on destruction. But I say, who cares? If it weren't for them, I wouldn't even be here, okay? I would still be in Ireland, probably, starving to death because the locusts ate all of my potatoes. Who cares if colonials were bad people? Their legacy is good, and so that's worth celebrating.
Well put.
Thank you.
Well put.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
Is a colonial like a pilgrim or like a soldier? Because it's like been like the entire episode, and I'm like afraid to ask.
Yeah, it's no wonder you flunked history, Chad.
Well, history is for losers and idiots, so.
Are you implying something, Chad?
Implying? No need to bust out the big words. Come on.
Implying. It's 3 syllables.
Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants. We get it. We get it.
Yeah.
Keep it to 2.
Okay. You were a mistake, Chad.
A happy accident, actually.
Hey everyone, it's Chompy! Hoo hoo hoo! Who wants a bite from the old love bug?
Fuck you, Walter!
He broke the rules!
Fuck you too, Chad!
Oh, what do we say when we say something naughty?
Deep throat a bowling ball!
Oh no, we say sorry. Can you spell sorry?
F-U-C-K. New word. Y-O-U.
Hey, I am trying here.
Hey, dinosaur? More like petasaur.
Hey, fucking wise up, man. There is a level of professionalism that we bring to this show each and every week. You have just crossed a line.
Damn. Chompy freaking sucks.
Walter, I see what you're trying to do here, and I don't like it. If you have something to say, you say it to the whole group. Otherwise, there's the door.
Okay, fine. Here it is. When you fired Marty, I was expecting a level of professionalism and some good, solid conversation from this show. But between this doofus and our Corona episode, I'm starting to think that maybe you're the problem. Okay, so I'm going to put it to you this way. Either he goes or I go. Your choice.
Gee, Walter, that's a tough one. I go is between the guy in the dinosaur costume or my good buddy Chad. What am I going to do?
Fine. You just made a mistake. A big mistake.
You really hate to see it, don't you?
What?
I drink in solidarity, but I'm fresh out.
Okay, that has been another episode of Reasonable Men. As always, I am your host, Abe Whitman, signing off.
Can we get my Venmo?
Shh, shut up. Don't do that. Okay? No handouts.
In 3, 2, 1, action.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Abe Whitman, joined by my subordinate, Chad Armstrong. How are you today, Chad?
Vibing.
Well, I don't know if you'll be vibing after you learn about what today's topic is.
Oh, cool.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah, go.
It's homelessness. In Shrewsbury. It's a growing issue.
Hey, can we restart? I don't know. What are we talking about right now?
What? I'll explain. Okay, hang on. Since the town's inception in 1727, there has been an unspoken sacred rule. Homeless people stick to Worcester and don't bother us hard-working Shrewsbury folk who can afford a decent standard of living. For years, we could navigate every inch of this town without seeing one of those disgusting, welfare-gobbling bums begging for my hard-earned cash. That said, as soon as you drive over the Worcester Bridge, it's free real estate. These vagabonds are allowed to piss on every street corner and demean themselves however they see fit, should they choose to do so, so long as they don't cross Lake Quinsig. This was the way God intended. So tell me why, the other day, I saw one of those disgusting, penniless roaches in Shrewsbury at the White City intersection begging for scraps. Is this what we've come to? Is Shrewsbury seen to be just as disgusting and gullible as Worcester now? Are we going to have to deal with these drug-addicted beggars on the daily? How could this have happened?
Word.
Cut!
I think you have a fundamental misunderstanding of the word
Oh.
live broadcast.
I will show you a fundamental misunderstanding of your ass! Chad! If we're going to make this work, I'm going to need you to have something better, more intelligent, and longer of a comment to say than word. Capiche?
Word. Bro.
Action! So, Chad, what are your thoughts on that?
You're going to have to explain to me. What are we talking about again? All right.
We're talking about homelessness.
Okay. Yeah, homelessness. Yeah, sounds sucky. Man.
What's the sucky part about it, in your opinion?
I guess the homelessness part. Yeah, that sounds sucky.
Well, okay, wait. Are you saying that being homeless is the sucky part, or that having to deal with the homeless is the sucky part?
Yeah.
Okay, Chad, we talked a little bit about this off camera, but it seems like you just don't get it now, so I think I'm going to have to embarrass you on air now, okay? Are you listening?
Yeah.
You slimy little gutter fuck. Either you are purposefully fucking with my head, or you are completely brain dead. This is a talk show, okay? We need to converse. Yeah? Make chit-chat. Make it a talkie-talkie. If you can't handle that, get off my fucking screen.
Chill. I'm the god of Gab.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay, so you problem. I don't know whether I should gab or not gab now because of you.
Where the fuck did that word come from? Gab?
Gab?
No one says that. No one talks like that. Talk like a fucking adult.
Listen, you're kind of out of the loop here. Back in my frat, right?
Yeah.
We lived by the 3 T's. Titles and titty twisting. My title, naturally, God of Gab. My record, anyone wondering? 270-degree nip twist.
I regret trying to understand you.
My point is I know all the one-syllable words. Makes chit-chat simp, man. I'm a simp man.
Simp? Do you hear yourself right now?
Simp. It's like simple. Trying
Yeah.
to keep up.
I hate your whole generation.
Well,
Moving on.
How old are you?
I said we're moving on, Chad Limp Dick Armstrong. What, in your opinion, should be done about the homelessness in Shrewsbury?
I don't know. Probably nothing. I don't know. Nothing's ever been done about it. I mean, I've been living in my car for 6 months. No one's ever done anything about it for me. You know?
You're homeless?
Nah, I mean, if you want to put labels on it, I guess. But I'm vibing, don't worry.
Oh my God, I have a homeless man on my show. On this show, Reasonable Men. I'm sorry, Chad, you just demoted yourself from subordinate regular to one-off guest.
Two off guests, because we had the episode with Chompy.
Oh, really? I don't recall.
Shout out to Chompy, whoop, because I feel like we were too mean on him. He was a whole mood.
Just get out, okay? I feel dirty sitting next to you. I feel like I need a cold shower.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, no. Hey, no. I take it back. Come back here.
Bro, now you're so far away, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, you want some spare change? Junk? You want some money? Yeah, you want some money? Yeah. Oh! Yeah, you're so needy. Disgusting. Buckle up, buttercup. I'm gonna fucking railroad you, you filth. Question 1. How much money do you spend on drugs per week?
A lot.
Oh.
You want some?
No, I don't want your fentanyl, sewer man. Question 2. How's it feel to have no fucking willpower and to be constantly craving your next hit?
I'm not, addicted.
Oh, yeah, you're not addicted. Then why do you spend so much money on drugs when you could instead be saving that money to buy a house, you poor piece of shit?
Because I like what I got going on. I'm always on the move.
Oh, yeah. You like drinking your dumpster water, too? Yeah? You like eating where you shit? You like sharing your dirty needles? You like bathing in your own piss? Huh? You like that? You like? Huh? Oh, no. Oh, is little baby Junkie gonna cry? Do you need some pills? Maybe you need some heroin.
Hey, you got like a bug over here.
Wow! I don't think I've ever seen such a pathetic display of being a human before in my life.
It's funny you say that. Speaking of pathetic displays, back in my frat, one guy, remain nameless, couldn't get his nips past the 180-degree mark. man.
See, that's just what I'm talking about, okay? There's no substance at all to what you're saying. You're just an entitled frat boy facing the world. That's why you're homeless, because you are incapable of bettering yourself.
Bro, I could be better if I wanted to. I could try.
Oh, yeah, you could try. Please, don't tell me you could try. I tried. I came up from nothing. I built myself up from the ground up. If I can do it, you can do it. The only difference is mindsets. I choose to make something of myself. You choose to eat rats in an alleyway.
Okay. Stop right there. Rats are bros. I wouldn't need a bro.
Okay, fine. Don't tell me what you do or don't do. I know the type. Money's tight at home, so Mr. Independent tries to run away and make his fortune alone, except, it's hard out there in the real world, and 2 weeks later you come crawling back home to mommy and daddy begging for money, begging to come home, but nope. They're not going to take you back, so they give you a beater car and send you out on your merry way. And, well, meds are expensive, the car is living on borrowed time, and your fast food job at Fatty McGee's just ain't cutting it anymore. Flash forward 1 week, you're giving out handies for $20 at the local motel. And how do you keep your food costs down? Oh, right, by eating rats.
You know what? You're right, Abe. I eat rats. I fuck cats. I sleep on scat. I do drugs, I hang with thugs, but at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck.
Get off my show.
Hey, you want to hang out with me?
Go!
Peace!
I'm sorry to everyone who had to see that. I have deliberately decided that we're not going to edit any of this broadcast. We're going to send it out exactly as is because I believe that it is important. I believe it is my duty to make sure that Shrewsbury understands just what we're up against and just what these kind of people are like. They are short-tempered. They are manipulative. They are disgusting. They can't be trusted. And guess what, Shrewsbury? They're on your streets. And knock, knock. They're at your door. I'm Abe Whitman. See you next time. Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, as always, Abe Whitman. Tonight, I thought it would be fun to go through the town's 2021 fiscal year budget and talk about why I think it is complete garbage and a waste of your taxpayer dollars. But first, housekeeping.
Hi, Abe. I like what you've done with the place.
Yeah, it's great to get the band back together again without Yoko Ono.
Look, I'm not the kind of man who makes many mistakes in his life, but I'm a big enough man to admit when I have made a mistake, and this is one of those times, and I just want to say, bringing in Chad Armstrong was the worst decision I, and I'm sure his parents, ever made.
Wasn't he your son?
No. Marty, he was not my son.
Oh, I didn't watch any of the new episodes. They were awful.
Okay.
Yeah, Chad really had a way of twisting my nips, as they say.
Okay, I don't know about that, Walter, but I will just say that it's crazy. It was crazy of me to think that a reasonable man could ever be a homeless person.
Well, you'd be surprised, Abe. From my experience with the homeless, I feel like they would do anything
Wait, you're not
for a taste of the sweet life.
You're not telling me you're homeless now, Walter, are you?
No,
Just like-
no. But I appreciate the lifestyle. Oh, and speaking of which, Thursday nights after 2 a.m. under the bridge, bring protection.
Like a gun?
Oh, I'll be packing something bigger.
How about we stay on topic?
Never do that again, Marty! You may be back, but I am the host. I am king shit in this place now.
Well, about that, Abe, Walter and I have been talking.
No. You want to be on this show, you let me do the talking. You follow what I say. The two of you have no executive input here.
Hey, you asked us to come back.
No, I asked you to come back. You were the one who made it contingent on this shit stain coming back too.
I'm back by popular demand.
Yeah, whatever you have to tell yourself to sleep at night, Marty. Anyway, the budget. What? Weasel.
You're forgetting something.
What am I forgetting? To fucking break your teeth in?
No. To apologize.
I just did.
No, you said you were wrong. You didn't say you were sorry.
They're the same thing, Walter.
If they're the same thing, then say you're sorry.
No!
Why not? You know that you're in the wrong.
Because I'm not going to apologize twice.
Come on, Abe, let's get it over with.
Shut up, pancake ass! I'm not sorry about what I did to you. If you were a good host right now, you'd be sitting in my chair. The only mistake I made was hiring someone poor.
Abe, there was a time when those words would have stung. But during my leave of absence, I've gone on a journey of self-discovery. I climbed the Himalayas with Jerry, made love to my wife for the first time. And get this, I even experimented with recreational marijuana.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm at peace, and nothing you say can hurt me.
What is wrong with you, Marty?
I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, well, at least it's one of us. Anyway, here is the budget for the year 2021. I want to start here in this. What?
Is
what?
it just me,
what?
Walter, or is this just not?
No, it's not just you.
What the fuck are you two talking about?
It's just, it doesn't flow right. The
Yeah.
delivery's way off.
Yeah. I think Abe operates a lot more effectively as a reactionary as opposed to an instigator. If that makes sense. I mean, the first season of Reasonable Men, what made it so successful was because Marty, despite Abe's insistence to the contrary, was very effective in setting up the questions and bringing up the topics, and Abe was just as effective in answering and deconstructing. Now, unfortunately, we're in the precarious position of Abe trying to do both. He is... he's trying to introduce the subjects and the questions and then answering them himself. And as we saw last week in that terrible episode with Chad, it really comes off as one-sided and uninteresting. And it leaves the viewer feeling stranded, unable to latch on to the lifeboat that is Reasonable Men.
Walter, shut the fuck up. Anyway, the documents I have in my hand. The budget. The 2021 budget. What?
Oh, this is hard to watch.
You think you can do this? Here, read this document. Go!
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host.
No, I see what you're trying to do, you slippery little shit! Not in my house! In 2021, the school budget increased
I think
by 50
we should talk
fucking
about our feelings.
That's
I think we should talk about our feelings.
Great idea, Walter. Let's clear the air.
This isn't time for a little tea party, guys. This is Reasonable Men. We talk about real issues here, not feelings.
You know, Abe, you really hurt my feelings when you wouldn't say I'm sorry.
Walter, I'm sorry you feel that way. And if there's anything I can do to make you feel better, please let me know.
Thanks,
I'd
pal.
like to share a story, if it's okay with everyone.
No.
Well, last year,
Fuck.
Abe made a snide comment about my beloved nephew, Jerry. I tried to hide how I was feeling. Well, it ate away at me. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I couldn't even look Jerry in the eyes. Well, with my health deteriorating fast, my wife became concerned. But I couldn't speak. And she couldn't leave me alone with Marvin because I was too weak to feed him. Well, 3 months go by. I'm in the hospital. I'm weighing 97 pounds. It was probably the most difficult time in my life. Well, one day, Jerry comes in to visit me crying. The comments that Abe had made were broadcast over the internet. He took it hard. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I broke down and I cried with Jerry. And so began my aforementioned journey of self-discovery.
Wow. You know, there's so much stigma these days attached to men crying. I've cried with a lot of men. I'm not ashamed to admit it. You know, it doesn't make you gay just letting your guard down for your friends. But right now, sitting here with my besties, I realize something. I forgive you.
I'm not sorry.
You are. I can see it in your eyes. It's wrong of me to try to force you out of your comfort zone, but I love you, man, and I'm sorry. Oh, that felt good.
Walter?
Mm-hmm.
If you ever touch me or say any of that shit again to me, I will jam my thumbs so far through your eye sockets that I'll play your brain like a fucking marionette. You got me. Anyway, I should probably speed run through these numbers because we had already wasted so much goddamn time. So just what the fuck?
I feel like Walter and I have opened up, but I still feel like you're holding back.
I know. Why don't you tell us what's on your mind, Abe? You're in a safe space.
Oh, yeah. Yeah? Yeah, you want to know what's going on with me? You really want to know what I'm thinking?
Only
Right now?
Only if you're comfortable. Right? I mean, that's
Okay.
reasonable.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Seriously. I know it can be hard on you guys sometimes. I don't mean to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just going through a lot. I just let my emotions get the better of me sometimes. So, you know what? I'll admit, I'm really working on that. I am. Marty, when you told us that story about how I had offended Jerry, and I offended you, and I thought to myself, damn it. If I had just been a little bit meaner to Jerry, Marty would have died. And that's just sticking. It's just sticking to my chest right now. I could have said it, and I didn't, even though I wanted to. And Walter, while we're having this little heart-to-heart, I got to make a confession to you, too. For the last 2 years of your marriage, I was sleeping with Fiona. Yes. I mean, I tried so hard to get her to leave you. She just needed one little push. And I found it. Thank you, God, for Reasonable Men, because I made a little clip show of all of your best moments. Bada bing, bada boom. She kicks your ass to the curb because she sees you're such a fucking freak show. And you know what I did, Walter? As soon as she divorced your sad, sorry ass, I ghosted her. I blocked her on every single inch of media, social media, internet, and I kicked her shit to the fucking curb, and I never felt better about myself than that time, that moment. This does feel good.
You know, Abe, there was a time last year where a confession like that would have ended our friendship. But I appreciate what you did. I mean, you gave Fiona the push she needed to realize that she would be happier with someone else. and she ended our marriage, and she couldn't be happier. And for me, I was able to find a new love, and I'm happier than I've ever been. So I just wanted to thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Marty, you can do the intro, you can do the outro. Hell, you can even ask a few questions if you really feel so inclined, but don't you fucking think for a second that you were the host, because I am still the king around here. I still rule here, and my audience and my fans know that it's still me in charge.
Of course, Abe, of course.
Good, now close out the show, bitch. This whole episode is fucking trash.
No problemo, Abo. That about wraps it up for today. Thanks for joining us on another exciting episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Marty McDonald.
What did I just say?
Thanks for joining us. Good evening and welcome to another episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Marty McDonald, joined as always by my good friends Walter Davis and Abe Whitman. How we doing, guys?
I don't know, Marty. I'm doing pretty fucking shitty right now. First of all, you're not the host. I am.
Sure.
Second of all, what the fuck is this shit with Walter's name being before mine?
I like it. It just rolls off the tongue.
No! And scratch the episode. We're redoing this!
Abe, I am so glad that you feel comfortable enough with me as your friend to tell me how you're feeling. And if amending my original introduction would make you less tense, then I would be happy to do so.
He does seem tense.
No, just don't do it again.
Sure, okay. Anyway, today's topic is it's gaining a lot of attention in the media, guys. Cancel culture. Cancel culture. I'm not sure what it is, but Abe, I'm sure that you've prepared a long speech about it.
Look, everyone makes mistakes. Now, back in my day, you'd make a mistake, maybe a couple people would notice. They put it aside. No one would really think any two thoughts about it. Mm-hmm. But nowadays, you so much as look the wrong way, you get lynched. It's insane. You know, the internet has become an archive of mistakes that any pea-brained orangutan with a smartphone can access whenever they want. Marty, eyes up. I'm not saying that there should be, maybe no repercussions. I've noticed a case or two where mob outrage has maybe been warranted. But overall, I gotta tell you, this cancel culture shit has been weaponized by Chinese feminist Zoomers, and they're using it to put good people like us, to put us on notice. Now, take for example, the tragic case of State Representative Tim Whalen, a good friend of our own state rep. In 2015, he made a fairly innocent Facebook post with the line reading, "The media has made sure that you know Trayvon Martin's and Michael Brown's name, and they represent the worst our society has to offer." The outrage the internet unleashed on this reasonable man for just a couple of words was shocking. Given time, however, he was able to recover his reputation. But if he did this today, I mean, he might as well just start digging his own grave, because there'd be no recovering from this.
You know, I have an example of cancel culture as well. So I'm at the library, and I'm using the free computers that they have there. And I'm just surfing the web. I'm, looking at videos. There's a whole series of sorority hazing videos that I happen to enjoy. And then this librarian walks by and says, I have to leave, before she calls the police. And so not only did I have to leave, but I've had my computer privileges revoked. I can't come within 100 feet of the library for the next 6 months. I mean, if that's not cancel culture, I don't know what is.
Oh, I get it now. Cancel culture is like repercussions.
No, Marty, you're missing the point.
I have a story. When I was deployed in Iraq, I got separated from my platoon during a firefight. I was having an off day, and frankly, I was pretty goddamn tired. So, I took cover in an abandoned hospital to take a breather. When I wake up, it was pitch black. I mean, I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. The other thing I noticed was the silence. Not a peep from my men or the enemy. Then I realized, holy crap, I am going to get my ass chewed out when I get back to base. Well, to my surprise, I was met with awe. I was told my entire company, 4 platoons, 50 men, had been decimated. I was the lone survivor. It was absolutely the coolest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, Marty, that has absolutely nothing to do with what we were talking about, except to prove the fact that you yourself should be canceled.
Well, if you think about it...
Anyway, let's move on, and please welcome our first proper guest of this season, Kelly Klein!
Hey, all right.
Hey, thank you. Hello. I'm
Please.
a big fan of the show.
Right answer.
Kelly, hi.
Hi.
You have been at the center of a raging, savage social media controversy lately. Could you please fill in the audience for people who may not know?
Sure, yes, absolutely. So I'm what you would call a typical soccer mom. So I have 3 boys, and as you can imagine, I'm always on the move, driving one to football practice, one to his friend's house, one to daycare, so on. Right? So my ex-husband.
Well, that is crazy. Because last year, my wife and I split up. And so you're a divorced woman. I'm a divorced man. I think that's quite a coincidence, huh?
Okay, so anyway. So
I just thought that it was a coincidence. I mean, I wasn't trying to hit on you or something. I mean, you don't have to be a bitch about it.
Walter?
Yeah.
Take 5. Go.
All right. I'll have you know, I am in a happy relationship now. Happy.
Continue.
Is this normal?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, all right. So as I was saying, it was a summer day, and I stopped to get my hair done at the local salon, and there's a long wait. So I'm in there, I don't know, good 3 hours. Right? So when I come out, my car is gone, and I call the police to report it stolen. Apparently, they have it in their possession, and I'm told that my youngest son had been left in the car by mistake, okay? And he suffered a pretty serious heat stroke, and there's evidently a warrant out for my arrest. So I work things out with the authorities. I have to pay like a couple thousand in bond or whatever, and then I get out, I'm released, only to find out I've been fired, and the people on Facebook are calling me a monster. I had been canceled.
That's crazy. That's insane. All because of one simple mistake. What do you do? What do you do when you have been canceled?
Nothing. You can't fight the mob. I mean, you try to hide, but they dig into your past and forget it. Suddenly, your entire life story is on the internet, and then you're powerless to defend yourself.
Well, I mean, do you try to defend yourself, save your reputation?
Of course, but my lawyer advised against it. But I remember one really bad, nasty incident where this complete stranger commented on my page, you know, some people shouldn't be allowed to have children. That struck a nerve with me because my children are everything. So I commented back.
What did you say?
Nothing too crazy. I just, I said, you don't have all the facts. So saying something like that is not only ill-informed, it's immature. So, educate yourself before you hurt people.
Yeah.
Well, what I read it says, and what the fuck would you know about being a parent? I looked at your profile and it looks like you don't even have full custody of your daughter. What's the story there, jackass? At least my incident was accidental and you probably actually abused your kids. That's why you've been married twice in 10 years, Crimea River.
I don't think that was the comment I was referring to. No, I don't. Yeah. I don't remember writing that.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. You don't have all the information to make that comment. For the record, he was 7. He wasn't some newborn. He could have easily gotten out of the car if he wanted to. Getting heat stroke was his stupid choice. Live and learn, as I always say.
So I think in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your cool.
Yeah, literally. Am I right?
Walter?
Yo.
Do you need another break?
No.
Be quiet then.
Kelly, even if your post came from a place of anger, I gotta tell you, I actually agree with it. I do. I do!
You.
My dad, you know what?
Yeah.
He didn't jump in every time that I made a mistake. He let it play through, and then he would ensure that I learned a lesson. Case in point, one thing that jumps to mind. When I was 16 years old, I took my dad's car out for a spin, and I totaled the thing. I was 16, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
I made a mistake. And I had to call him. I had to face up to the fact that I had to call him. And I called him and I explained, Dad, I totally wrecked your car. What do I do? You know what my dad told me? Figure it out. That's what he did. And I had to figure it out, as it turns out. My dad reported the car stolen, and, well, I got a criminal record at the age of 16 that was expunged when I turned 18. So all in all, I would say it was a good experience, I have to say. I really learned my lesson.
Yeah, that is a great story. I mean, I think as long as there are no long-term serious consequences, right, you can let your child learn the hard way.
Absolutely. I mean, your child is totally fine now, right?
Sure.
Maybe I'm softer than my peers, but I would never let something like that happen to Jerry.
What about Marvin?
Oh, for sure. The cigarette story I told you guys, that was just the tip of the iceberg for him.
I think people always underestimate how mature kids are at a very young age. I mean, I have had more fulfilling relationships with underage kids than I have with people my age.
Yeah, I mean, full-grown adults who have been, slandering me have not forgiven me, right? After all this time, but you know who has forgiven me? My son. My son, right? And I've forgiven him too, right? And if a young 7-year-old and his wacky mom can be more mature than the entire internet, that says a lot about society.
Yeah. Forgiveness is such a huge sign of maturity.
Yes.
I'm glad that your son forgave you. I'm just glad that he's okay.
Oh, let's just not put labels on it, okay?
Why is he fat?
Yeah.
I mean, if he's fat, I have a great exercise routine that I could teach you.
I don't know if exercise is in his wheelhouse, right?
Oh, shit. Don't tell me he's lazy, because if he's lazy like the rest of his goddamn generation, then I'm just going to be so sad right now.
Can we just drop it?
Sure. Yeah, okay. No. Kelly, how do we fight cancel culture? That's what I want to ask.
Yeah, so I think what we have to do is to ban social media.
Nice.
Because it has become, right?
Yeah.
It has become a toxic place solely dedicated to attacking innocent people for exercising their First Amendment rights. Right? I didn't tell you this part already, but when Twitter has banned me from explaining why I'm not the only one at fault here. So I'm filing a class action suit that I hope other silenced voices will join.
Amazing. It's crazy how partisan these social media companies have become. It's all black and white to them.
know.
A year, I made a Twitter account. Within a year, they had banned me for hate speech. So I'm joining you in your suit.
Oh, that's great news, Abe! Oh, I'm so glad to have people like you on my side.
Absolutely. And to anyone else out there who wants to join in Kelly Klein's suit, email us at shrewsburyisgoingtohell@gmail.com. Kelly, I gotta tell you, you are absolutely the best guest we've ever had on this show.
God, that means a lot to hear.
I kind of like Toby a little better. She's top 5, just doesn't have the same aesthetic as...
Johnny Depp was probably my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, guys. You couldn't just, end this like normal people. Marty, just finish us off.
This has been another exciting episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Marty McDonald. Until next week, have a good night.
Keep pushing. See where it gets you.
Sure.
We need to be careful that we do not make sweeping and generalized statements that lump all police officers into one bucket and disparage those who've worked hard to uphold our common values in their professional and personal capacities as police officers and members of our communities. This doesn't mean that there's not more that we can do. But as my legislative colleague and former member of the state police, Representative Tim Whalen, noted recently in a Facebook post, the wholesale attacks on the integrity and honor of all who serve is wrong. Let's work together to become a nation reflective of our shared vision and mindful of the powerful words written by Dr. King.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Marty McDonald, joined as always by Abraham Whitman and Walter Davis. How we doing, fellas?
Marty, I am doing swimmingly, thank you.
Abraham? I have never known you to be at a loss for words, Abraham.
I've never seen Walter without a shirt, Marty. I don't even know what to say. I'm disgusted. This is a new low, even for you, Walter.
You know, Abraham, I was at a beach last week, and I was wearing even less.
This would be the only time I would be okay with SMC censoring a broadcast.
I don't see what the big deal is, Abraham. It's pretty hot outside.
First of all, we're indoors. Second of all, I didn't want to give you the attention you so desperately seem to want. But what's with the Abraham thing, Marty?
I'm just experimenting with new things, trying to keep things fresh. A little spicy.
I know what you're trying to do, Martin. It won't work.
Do tell.
You're trying to get under my skin, to undermine my authority as a host. Well, my skin's leather, Marty. Nothing upsets me.
You know what, I think you're reading too much into it.
Fuck you.
You know, folks, Abraham is a little upset because he normally gets to choose the topics, but this week I'm choosing the topics. Yeah, there are a couple of topics that people have really been clamoring for, and I had to choose between the two. And one of them is how to have the talk with your kids. And the second one, summer fun. So I went with the latter because I feel like with COVID, people really didn't get a chance to celebrate summer the way they have in the past. And frankly, I think that kids are forgetting how to have summer fun.
I'm not sure if I agree with that sentiment, Walter. Last year, my beloved nephew Jerry had to spend quarantine with me, and it was probably the best summer we ever had.
How are we going to do an entire episode on this? Can someone explain how we're supposed to fill 12 minutes with this shit?
Well, you know, Abraham, you certainly have a way of dragging out your topics for 12 minutes.
Whatever you say, Walter. I would just like to take this moment to personally apologize to every single one of our fans out there. This does not represent Reasonable Men, and I apologize for anyone who is blinded by the sight of Walter and his beastly appearance. For those of you who do in fact still have sight, I beg you, please turn off the television. Come back next week. You can watch us at the same time, watch a nice, intelligent program. Please turn off the TV, and if you choose to keep watching, I'm sorry.
Abraham, everyone is covering this topic. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just a fun, lighthearted episode.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Lighthearted? That's not what this show was founded on. That's not what America was founded on. Our founding fathers didn't come to this country to spread peace. They came here to chew tobacco and kick ass. Our show was supposed to follow their example, ask the tough questions, never back down against impossible odds. Summer fun is not only an insult to our show, but to America's legacy.
Honestly, Abraham, I think you could learn the most from this episode. You know, by the end of this episode, you'll be a certified party monster. A totally tubular sunbum on a radical sabbatical. Huh.
Okay. All right. Abraham, Walter and I have been talking, and we think it's time to incorporate temper time into our broadcast episodes moving forward.
What the fuck is temper time?
It's simple. We go in a circle. We each mention something that is bothering us, judgment-free. I'll go first. Abraham, every time you scream into my eardrums, it hurts. And you know they're very sensitive from the war. Walter.
Yeah, Abe, I think it bothers me the most when you don't get involved in these group discussions and instead walk off to throw a temper tantrum.
What, is it my turn?
Of course, you silly goose. Go right ahead.
I'll pass.
Abraham, it might sound silly, but I think it's worth a try.
No, it's for your own good.
Fuck, fine! You know what's bothering me, Walter? Your posture. Your shitty posture. You're slouching like you're a goddamn hunchback.
Oh, fair enough. I'll try to work on that.
Yeah, okay, I'm not done. You know what else is pissing me off about you? Your face. It sucks. You got this stupid head of gray hair, and meanwhile your skin, your face is smoother than a newborn's ass. So that tells me there are two explanations here, neither of which is, well, respectable. A, for some reason you moisturize and exfoliate your skin for 5 hours a day like you're some sort of low self-esteem, acne-riddled teenager. Or B, you have somehow lived so sheltered and so devoid of meaning of a life that your skin hasn't even gone through its natural aging and changing processes. You look like the Pillsbury Doughboy's side bitch.
Well, I'm not certain if that was intended as an insult or a compliment.
It was.
Because I'll tell you, who does dig this alabaster skin is my lady, Annabelle. Mwah. Miss you, sweetie.
And that concludes temper time.
No. Don't think you're getting off that easy, Marty. Your mere presence here bothers me because you sit in that chair and you think you've earned the right to sit in that chair the way I have, but you have not. You do not have the intelligence. You do not have the charisma. You do not have the fuckability. You don't have whatever else it takes to make a good host. None of those qualities. You're like Stephen Colbert's infinitely more retarded and less successful parasitic identical twin. Yeah, that's right. Cry about it, little man. Cry. You're pathetic.
They're tears of joy, Abraham. You just said I was the host, and you compared me to Stephen Colbert.
That is not what I said, Marty.
This is right up there when the time when Jerry was born. I won't let you down, Abe.
Shut the
Raham.
fuck! Oh, shut the fuck up! Jesus Hussein Christ!
Abraham, you said...
Stop with that fucking Abraham bit, Marty! I don't know what type of insect had to gnaw its way into that smooth skin brain of yours to make you think that joke is funny, but I will tell you, it is not. What did you do? Did you wake up this morning and just think to yourself, I know what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to say all 3 syllables of Abe's name because that's funny. I'm going to do it for some reason because I'm Marty. Like, what? How do you think that's a joke? A joke is supposed to have a payoff. This is not a joke. This is a waste of everybody's time. We could be done with this episode right now if you would just say my fucking name, Abe, like you've been doing for the last 5 fucking years. Instead, you've dragged it out to 2 goddamn hours because you keep saying Abraham. Why? You're making me suffer, God. God, if you're out there, please smite me. I don't want to suffer here anymore. Nothing! You really are a cruel and loveless God. You can have the title of host. The title of host. That's it. I am still the one who's really in control. I am still the man. You are still my bitch. Bitch.
Sounds like a plan, Abe. With that, let's introduce our first guest. Please welcome Veronica Rowley.
Oh my God, where are your clothes?
In here, they're optional, milady.
I'm not comfortable with this. Sorry.
So, Veronica, tell us a little bit about yourself. I understand you're a youth group
Marty,
organizer.
open your eyes.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Yeah.
All right. Please welcome Veronica Rowley.
Marty, stop! She's gone, okay? Walter scared her off. Surprise, surprise. About fucking time, if you ask me.
Oh, all right. Well, how about we cut, regroup, and then we'll take it from the top.
Fine, just do it, whatever.
Okay.
God.
Thank you. Please give a warm welcome to...
Marty! You pig-licking son of a bitch! We are not repeating season 1 here, okay? None of that shit! For God's sake, Walter, pull it together.
She left. I put all this work into my very own special episode. And it's falling to pieces.
Yeah, no shit, she left.
We haven't even gotten to talk about summer yet.
God, look at yourself. You're a 50-year-old man like, flexing off your dad bod. I would have done the same thing if I were in her shoes.
Look, guys, we can't control the guests, but we can control how we react to challenges. We got this. We are the reasonable men.
Surprisingly coherent.
You're right, Marty. We don't need that bitch. She looked like a massive Stacy anyway. Anyway, I wrote this intro, and I'm going to read it. Okay, I'm better now. Thank you. With coronavirus officially ending and summer officially beginning, we have to reconnect with our past sense of fun and adventure. I compiled a list of some of my favorite activities to do during the summer, and I was hoping to get your guys as well. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan, Walter.
I missed temper time.
Activity number 1, bouncing. Activity number 2.
Wait, what the fuck, Walter? Go back. What is that? That's what you were crying about? What does that mean?
You know what? If you could save your comments until the end of my presentation, I would appreciate that. Okay. Activity number 2, playing in the sprinkler with your pals. Activity number 3, play this little piggy with an adult. Or this little piggy. Activity number 4, chasing the ice cream truck. Oh, who doesn't love that? And activity number 5, mildly sin.
You done?
Yes, Abe. Do you have a question?
Do I want to know what mildly sin means?
Well, I think rules are important, but they're suffocating. All right? I think it's important to get out of your comfort zone and try something new. Nothing too bad, but don't be afraid to break the rules just a little.
Define just a little.
5 years.
What?
What?
Oh, I gotta take a leak. Gotta take a leak.
Huh.
Hey, you guys, just about wrapping this up. I think we gotta close it out. Oh. Somebody shit my pants.
Yeah.
Oh, this has been another exciting episode of Reasonable Men. See you next week.
Oh my god, it fucking reeks. What?
Hey, did you watch that anime video I sent you?
What, the cartoon porn? No, Walter, I did not. That's why I blocked your number.
It's hentai. Show some respect. I thought you liked anime.
No, Walter, I never said that.
Was that the video with the octopus? It was a little bit out there for me, but Marvin liked it.
What? Your wife let Marvin watch that?
No.
I always thought she was more of a stick in the mud.
No, I slept on the couch last night.
God, I'm glad we're not recording this right now. I would have to kill myself otherwise, probably.
Speaking of which...
What?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Marty McDonald, joined as always by my good friends Abe Whitman and Walter Davis. How we doing, fellas?
I am doing splendidly, Marty. I am truly the happiest I have ever been. Last night I had such a magical night with my love of my life, Annabelle. We explored Dean Park. At least we did for a little while. We were so busy making out we didn't see a whole lot of it. And then I took her over to the Artemis Ward House, which was closed. But then we ended up breaking in and we started taking our clothes off.
Okay, Walter, I'm going to cut you off there before you confess to any felonies.
Well, all is fair in love and war, am I right?
Yeah, okay. Seriously, what is this bitch's deal, though? Like, how did you find someone who completely matches your level of craziness? Part of me doesn't even believe this person exists, you understand?
Oh, she exists, yeah. She's real. Trust me.
Show me a picture.
What?
Surely you have a picture you could show me, huh?
You never wanted to see a picture of Fiona.
I knew Fiona. I fucked Fiona. There are two possibilities that could be with Annabelle. Either one, she doesn't exist. Two, she's some utterly hideous she-beast.
Fine, you know what? I just don't feel comfortable sharing photos of her. That's all.
Okay, so she doesn't exist. Gotcha. Okay.
Say what you will, but when the two of you meet, it's going to be electric.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Remind me in 10 years if you're still alive then, huh?
Fellas, let's keep the focus on the big picture, if we could, please. Schools. Summer vacation's ending soon, and now we have a bunch of kids going back to school who have forgotten how to learn.
Yeah, I think keeping kids locked up during COVID is the worst thing that ever happened by a long shot.
Yeah, I mean, all these kids learning via Zoom, I mean, it's a completely inadequate alternative, right? They probably had their teacher in one tab and then whatever satanic video they were watching in the other.
Yeah, we've complained about kids getting dumber before, but I heard somewhere, and this is true. This year's incoming senior class will be reading at a third grade level due to online classes.
Yes, and I'm not surprised about this, quite frankly, because as we all know, Zoom is a weapon designed by the government to make the population dumber. Yeah. Mark my words. 5 years from now, everyone who took classes on Zoom is going to be gay.
Whoa. Easy.
What?
Well, I was following you for the first half there, but then the gay thing happened, and now I'm confused.
Yeah, it sounds like you're calling all gay people dumb, which is pretty insensitive.
Okay, first of all, I never said anything like that. And two, what happened to you guys? What's wrong with being insensitive? This is about telling it like it is, and sometimes that can be offensive.
It just doesn't sound like you're telling it like it is. You know, my girlfriend Annabelle, who is one of the smartest people I know, she was gay all her life. Well, until she met me.
Funny, I thought you had the opposite effect on women.
Yeah, very funny, Abe. But Walter brings up a good point. We don't want to alienate our gay viewers with your bigotry.
Yeah.
This may come as a shock, but my son Marvin's gay. I'm pretty certain of it.
Isn't he like 7?
Yeah, but I got a good sense for these things. My wife and I took him to the toy store the other day and told him he could get whatever he wants, and he buys a pink Power Ranger. Needless to say, he did not get it. Oops.
What?
Hey, baby.
Come on.
Yeah. No, I'm just filming with the guys.
We're rolling.
No, I didn't say that. I mean, he is though, isn't he? Okay. All right, it won't happen again. I love you. You gonna say it back?
Oh my God, come on.
Aw, that's so sweet of you.
Hang
You
up the
didn't have to say
phone,
that.
Marty.
All right, bye-bye.
You
All right.
You want to share with the class?
Yeah, it turns out Marvin is not confirmed to be gay, so I retract what I said earlier, but the jury's still out.
You know, I think we're getting off topic a little bit here, Abe. I think you need to apologize to the folks at home.
No, we're not doing this bit again, Walter. No.
I just will not tolerate homophobia on this show.
I don't even recognize you guys anymore. Seriously, when did you get so soft?
I found love.
Jerry was born.
Look, okay, I'm not homophobic. All right? And I apologize to all the gay idiots out there at home who misinterpreted my words.
Jesus
Happy?
Christ.
What other prejudices are you hiding from us? Are you a racist, anti-Semitic, an anime hater?
Okay, well, I'm definitely one of those things.
Please tell me it's racist.
No, Walter, I fucking hate anime, and I fucking hate how often I have to tell you this shit. Cartoons are for kids. Reasonable Men? That is for adults. Got it? Do you need me to help you get your priorities straight? Because if so, I will help you put your head through a wall.
I'm disgusted to sit so close to you. You're a bigot.
Oh my God. Hating anime does not make me a bigot, okay? Hating women does. Not to say that I do. Not to say that I hate women.
Abe, let's bring in the guest before you expose your bigotry any further. Please welcome Jamie Smalls.
Hey.
Most fucking segue in the history of this show.
Thank you.
Hey guys.
Hey, how are you?
I'm glad to be here.
Is this how we're going to be doing it, Marty? Is this the way we're... Look, no offense, but we've had a lot of female guests on lately, and this show is called Reasonable Men, and we haven't had a male guest on in a while.
Yeah, that sounds really hard.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jamie here is a recent Worcester steak grad.
Wait, are you being sarcastic?
No. What would give you that impression? I'm just a woman. I don't know how to be sarcastic.
I just feel like you're being disingenuous right now. It's just that. I love women. No, I love all women. Women love me. All of them. Last night I was with a woman. Her name, I don't remember her name, but she was great. She said I was great. I love women.
Hey, I believe you. I bet you're great with women.
Abe, you're really steamrolling this interview. We can talk about your bigotry after the show. Jamie, describe the changes you've experienced with online learning.
It was a change to be sure, but I think everyone adjusted pretty quickly. Outside of going to class in our pajamas, not much else changed. We still went to class and attended lectures. It wasn't ideal, but we made it work.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest part, is not having that physical fulfillment. I mean, I tried to stay close to my students on the Zoom call, but it just doesn't do it for me. I need them physically close to me.
Social life definitely took a hit, but Zoom was better than nothing. On the bright side, we didn't have to deal with sexist creeps face to face.
You're such a bit of a good guest to have on here. That wasn't about me, right?
No. Why would that be about you?
Thank you.
That doesn't even make sense. Don't interrupt me.
Abe, show some restraint, okay? This is a professional environment.
Thank you, Marty.
You're welcome. Now, Jamie, how do we know that kids learning online are actually learning? I mean, how do we know that not just goofing off and looking up the answers to the test online?
That's a great question, Marty. From my experience, there was definitely a lot of goofing off.
Exactly! Yes! That proves my point entirely! Anyone who got a degree after year 2020, useless! Worth less than the shit it was printed on. You are worth nothing. You add nothing to society. Not unless you're working in a drive-through window. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if I were the superintendent, I would send every student back to first grade. What?
Just the audacity to cut a woman off just because you're a man who thinks he has something more important to say? Disgusting. This is the type of stuff you read about, but you never think it'll happen to you. If I were you, Abe,
Don't worry your pretty little head there, Jamie. I'll take care of it. Abe, I think you should keep your thoughts to yourself for a little bit, at least until you can get your bigotry under control. How'd I do?
Thank you, Marty. It's so nice to be around someone who gets it.
Gets what? What don't I get?
Not everything's about you, Abe. Can you believe this guy, Marty? Like George Clooney on meth.
Wait, do I get it?
Of course you get it, Walter.
Thank you. I love you.
What the fuck?
Now,
What is wrong with you?
say it back.
You do that shit on fucking television? You're a fucking creep. What the fuck? Are you stupid?
Yeah, you think that's bad in episode 4.
No, you don't get to speak either. You're a fucking piece of shit too. Every sentence out of your mouth is like the dumbest fucking take I've ever heard in my life. You're pathetic, and your show sucks.
You suck.
Do me.
You, Marty, I don't know, you suck. Get your friends. Bye, losers.
You're a loser. Bitch.
That wasn't that bad.
Fucking man up, Walter.
Just end this show now.
What is the matter with you? Like, what happened with Annabelle? It's the fucking God.
That's right. That's right. I still have Annabelle. Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
That wraps up another exciting episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Marty McDonald. See you next week. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to another episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Marty McDonald. Joined as always by my good friends Abe Whitman and Walter Davis. Guys, how are we?
I am doing better than a baby in a candy store. My girlfriend proposed and I said yes.
That is excellent news, Walter. Good for you. I knew it would happen sooner or later.
Yes.
You know what? You're a great guy, and everything I've heard about Annabelle is she's a great gal.
She really is.
Your girlfriend proposed to you?
Yeah, Abe, this is the 21st century.
Okay.
Abe, it's comments like that that has us doing episodes like this.
What do you mean an episode like this? We're talking about the roads today.
Now, Abe, Walter and I have been talking, and I know you don't like it when we talk.
I really hate it every time you say that. I want to dry heave.
So Marty and I have been talking, and after last week's episode, we think you need a little diversity training.
What? For God's sake, no, I don't.
It's true, Abe. We got multiple emails demanding we take action.
What?
Robin M. writes, "Oh my goodness, Abe is so racist and sexist, unlike those other two men, Marty and Walter."
That is not a real email.
What about Rob K.? He writes, "I am absolutely shook that Abe turned out to be a bigot. He never seemed like the type. In the previous episodes, had always been so sensitive of discrimination issues. Let this be a lesson. It's always the people you least expect."
Two emails mean nothing, okay? They didn't even demand action like you put it. They're just bitching into the void. Well, guess what? Hey, you can't cancel this. Ha!
You know, Marty and I would just be more comfortable if we tackled this bigotry together. And who knows, one day you may actually be able to look at a black man and call him your equal.
You're a fucking retard, Walter.
I did not want to do this, Abe, but your father contacted us.
Dad? But I didn't even think he watched the show.
He writes, "I am deeply saddened by the revelation that my son has deviated so far from the teachings of Jesus Christ. Our Almighty Father teaches us that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by Him with certain inalienable rights, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. None of these pursuits are possible in a world led by sexists and racists, people who doubt the divinity of all God's creations. My son," I struggle to even call him that, "has let temptation and ignorance lead him down an unrighteous path. He has sinned greatly, and I will never forgive or love him."
Fine. If this diversity training will prove to you that I'm not racist or sexist or whatever, then I'll cooperate.
Good, because the first step is admitting that you have a problem.
I'm fucking admitting that, Walter, okay?
Let's warm up, Abe. What do you think of when you see this African American?
Marty, I know him. I know him.
Yeah, just tell us your reaction to seeing this black man for the first time.
It's not the first time. What do you... We had him on the show. It was like the third episode. How can you guys not remember this?
Just tell us how you feel about this stranger. I mean, we're getting a lot of hostile vibes here so far.
Yeah, no fucking shit, you're getting a lot of hostile vibes. This guy fucking sucks. He was a goddamn creep. He's a gossip-spewing, child-abusing, tax-loving dick.
Wow. It is worse than we thought.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Babe, what you just engaged in right now is a racist practice called racial profiling.
How?
You looked at this complete stranger's skin color and made hurtful assumptions based on that one fact. Yeah, he's black, but you know what? He's also a school teacher.
Yeah.
I know. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
He seems to definitely be a racist.
He does, yeah. He's made that crystal clear, but let's go deeper. All right, what do you think of when you see this picture of this woman?
I swear, if you're about to show me a picture of another guest, I'm gonna fucking lose it. There you go. Am I in the Twilight Zone right now, guys? What is actually going on? The two of you cannot be this stupid. I know you're dumb as bricks, but not this many bricks. Walter, you're in that picture. She was a guest.
Marty, do you see anything?
I don't see a thing, Walter.
Huh.
Now pay attention to the woman, Abe. Go ahead and tell us what you're feeling.
You guys are trying to paint me as some fucking sexist, but you can't gaslight me because I do that to my wife every night.
Come on, Abe. We know you're sexist, okay? Just tell us what you think when you see this woman.
I'm sexist? Look at the picture. You're about to suffocate her with a fucking bag. You spent 4 hours in the precinct because of that. Now you're just pretending you don't even recognize her?
You know, Abe, I see a lot of women in my day-to-day. The only one I pay attention to is Annabelle.
Fuck off.
You know, I can't commit every girl to memory, all right? I'm not some sick voyeur. I'm a classy guy.
Oh, yeah. You think you're such a fucking slick willy with that stupid hat you're wearing? Look like a baby-faced pimp in a Charlie Chaplin costume.
I like it, Walter. It looks classy.
Thank you, Marty. And I'll have you know, Abe, that cosplay is a perfectly normal pastime for kids and adults. I've actually really gotten into the art of cosplay with Annabelle.
Oh, Walter, cosplay is for circus clowns and child predators. Which one are you?
Oh, see, now there's your mistake right there. I mean, cosplay is a lot of fun. You know, my gal, Annabelle, has taken me to some Comic-Cons recently, and we've had a lot of fun. And I've dressed up as many things. In fact, recently I've gotten into dressing up as a lolly, which is really a lot of fun. It's not a clown at all. So,
what is a lolly? Like a candy?
No. Silly guy. No, it's when a character who, while appearing to be prepubescent...
All right, let's stay on topic, okay? Abe, while your bigotry is definitely deeply seated in the person who you are, Walter and I have developed an experimental treatment to cure you.
You two need to stop hanging out outside of this program. Jesus Christ.
Now, hang on, Abe. I think you're going to respond to this treatment rather well. Just give it a chance.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, spark up that puppy there, Marty. It's actually a lot of fun, those cosplay shows.
Yeah, I'm sure.
People really get into it.
Marty, your first time working a computer, right?
Second time.
Seeing these
clearly.
girls that
Capital
could have been more than 12. At least think
R0.
No, they must have been older than that.
W9.
They just had the cutest costume. So, here we
What
go.
is wrong? What? No! No! Are you fucking serious?
Give it a chance. I just think, look, we have worked really hard on this.
Babe, it brings me no pleasure to say that Walter and I have noticed some troubling similarities between you and Adolf.
Yeah.
Then I want to kill myself?
So, look, suicide's a serious matter. No. We noticed that you both have funky hair, shout a lot, and have racist tendencies.
I would never compare myself with Hitler. Just saying, would never compare myself with Hitler. But if I did, I don't think I would be using any of those comparisons. Maybe, I don't know, strong leader, a good speaker, a determined mind. Literally anything else would have been a better choice.
Got it, Abe. You two are two peas in a pod.
I did not say that!
Moving on, some quick facts.
Oh, can I do this slide? I'm in it, actually.
Well, I'm the host. I think I should be reading the slides so no one gets confused.
Fair enough.
Fact 1. You are a racist. Fact 2. Nobody likes you. Fact 3. You need to change.
No, I don't. I don't think I've ever been called a racist in my whole goddamn life. And I truly don't know what you guys have with this obsession about calling me a racist and where that came from, but it's goddamn slander what you're doing. Fuck the two of you.
Fact 4. You are in denial.
You son of a bitch! Fuck you!
Do you need another temper time, Abe?
Eat my ass, Walter.
Abe, I feel your issue is that you don't understand just how racist you are. So I brought in some real-world examples to help give you a new perspective.
Marty, if you're about to do something stupid, rest assured I have no hesitation about turning you into a smear on my fist.
Oh.
Walter, you read this one.
Smart
Great.
man.
Thank you, Marty. All right. You may remember this man back in episode 3. I think it was Charlie Jameson.
Charlie.
Yeah.
You're fucking kidding me right now. You're fucking kidding me. Are you actually fucking kidding me right now? What is wrong with both of you? Are you this dense? Did mommy touch the soft spot in your head when you were children? That is not Charlie Jameson. This is. Are you guys doing is this a dementia thing? What you are doing is actually racist that you're saying that all black men look alike.
No, I didn't say. See, there we go. See, I didn't say that.
Oh, yeah, incredible. Just ironclad evidence right there. You really blew this case wide open there, Chief.
Well, I didn't say it. Charlie Jameson said it. And if a black man calls you a racist, it's true. Okay? It doesn't even end there, Abe. Moving on.
I'll take it back, Walter. I don't like how you delivered that last slide.
No.
Go on, Abe.
No.
You know you want to say it.
No, you fucking ape! I won't! Whoa! What? Are you serious?
Wow, that was shocking. I am completely
He's
shaken.
white!
Right
It's not
now.
even racist!
Wow.
Oh, my God. And I wonder.
A white man, right? Yeah. Go on. Go ahead.
Who are you to decide what is and is not racist?
Yeah. I'm shocked. Go on, Abe. Tell us about a time when, as a white man, you have faced discrimination.
I mean, okay, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I mean, it's not impossible for a white man to experience that sort of thing, right?
I think we've heard plenty, Abe.
I can't even look at him right now. He disgusts me.
We've only scratched the surface. Here we go.
Oh, I think you meant to do the next slide. There we go.
Here we go. The solution. Do you know the first step to self-betterment, Abe?
Yeah, real creative spelling you got there, champ.
Hey, show some respect. This is serious.
How the fuck is this serious? This is a fucking joke, Walter. This whole thing is predictable at that. The next thing Marty's going to do, I swear to God, he's going to press with his greasy little sausage fingers on that keyboard, and he's going to pull up something about me saying, I hate minorities. I bet my left nut that that's what's going to happen. Hey, look at that.
Well, Abe, you did just say it, so maybe you can find it in your heart to just say what you need to say.
No, I'm not apologizing. Okay, I'm not a perfect man. I'll admit that. I'm not a perfect man. But what I have been going through right here, this circus, no. I have principles. I am not apologizing. If anything, you guys should be giving an apology to me. I am not issuing one to you. Absolutely not.
Well, Abe, I did not want to play this card. But as the host, if you don't apologize for being a racist, you're kicked off the show.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, there you go. I get it now. I get this. It all makes sense now, yeah. Good.
I'm glad you see what we're talking about. Now you have a chance to look inward.
No, Walter, can't it with that horse shit. I'm talking about what's really going on here, okay? What's really actually happening here. This whole thing, this whole charade.
What are you talking about, Abe?
Huh? Don't play dumb, Marty, okay? I underestimated you. I admit that. I do. But I'm not going to underestimate you again.
Abe,
you were found out. You were found out.
Hey, if what you're about to say isn't an apology, I don't want to hear it.
Don't patronize me, you toe-sucking sissy. You're trying to take back control, both of you.
You know what? We're not going down this road again. Yeah. All right? The truth is, you're deflecting.
The truth is, Walter, that you two goblins have been working behind my back to take back control from me.
Abe, I'm already host. What more control would I want?
What does any man want? Power! Even to me, even as a host, it's clear to the audience who's really in control, right? Who really wears the pants around here. That just eats you alive, doesn't it, Marty? Just tears you up inside. I can see it. It's written all over your face. Jealousy. Oh, yeah. It's right there. That desire you have to be who I am, to have that power. I fired you. I exerted my dominance over you, and it destroyed you. Same with you, Walter. You're both just clay in my hands. I can belittle you, fire you, rehire you anytime I want, and you know what? The two of you will come back for sloppy seconds. It's that easy. You know, this little scheme of yours, this little ploy, it's all for show. Even if you guys don't even realize that it is for show. It is. It's a desperate attempt to reclaim that masculinity, the last shreds of it you had when I sucked it out of your souls, when I fired you, when I threw each of you to the fucking curb. You knew that I could never be canceled, that I never would be canceled. You even knew that I would see right through this. Congratulations. You made your display. You made your point. Kind of. Now we can go back to, having our same relationship from before. A little power dynamic. Me on top, you little subby bitch boys at the bottom. You can feel good about yourselves still. It's okay. Capiche?
Abe, I heard a lot of words there, but what I didn't hear was I'm sorry.
You didn't hear it because it wasn't there, Marty. Yeah. What should I apologize for, huh? Being a genius? Getting laid 10 times a day? Making more money in 10 minutes than you do in an entire fucking year? Fine, I'll apologize for that. I apologize for being perfect. Is that good enough for you? Hey, look at that. Guess it is good enough for you. Good. Done with this shit. Thank fucking God. I'm not into it.
We made this slide thinking that you could actually change. That you could find it in your heart for self-improvement. Look at that. We use the word love on there, Abe. But we only say that to our friends who aren't racist. And you are not loved. In fact, you're just a sad, sad man, and you have my pity.
You don't know the first thing about me, Walter.
I think we're going to wrap this episode up. This is perhaps the first sad ending we've ever had on Reasonable Men. And I know the audience at home is very disappointed in you, Abe. Regardless, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. I'm Marty McDonald, your host. Good night.
Fuck you, Marty.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Marty McDonald, joined as always by my good friends Abe Whitman and Walter Davis. How are we tonight, guys?
I am hoppier than a kangaroo on a trampoline.
I shouldn't have come in today.
All right, well, we have a very special episode planned for you folks tonight. After last week's drama, we realized we needed to take a step back and take inventory for what's really important in life. For that reason, we decided to each of us bring in a special person from our lives to impart some love and wisdom with you folks at home. Without further ado, Abe, who did you bring in for show and tell?
No one.
Abe, we talked about this.
You know what, Walter? Yeah, we did talk about this. And you know what? I realized I don't love anyone.
What about your wife, Julia? She's lovely.
You hear what I said? I said what I said.
Okay, moving on. Walter, who'd you bring in?
Well, I think we all know who I brought with me today.
Jerry Hogan?
No, silly. My fiancée, Annabelle. My one true love. Honey, why don't you come on over here. Yeah, she's a little shy. Yeah.
Where is she?
Yeah, as I said, she's a little shy. Let me go get her.
Yeah, okay. This will be good. I'll take bets on how much she weighs.
You know what? I won't humor your attempts to be negative, Abe. He's happy. I'm excited for him. And if she's good enough for him, she's good enough for me.
You guys ready?
We were born ready. Let's meet that special lady, Walter.
Okay, here we come.
Seriously?
Oh, naughty girl. Oh, sorry. A little too much PDA there, I'm afraid.
Get up, Walter.
Excuse me?
You finally done it. You finally crossed the line. Stand up, big boy. Let's go.
Abe,
beat your ass.
Abe, come on, sit down. Let's talk about this.
No, okay? I put up with a lot of shit over the last few fucking years, Walter. But this is too far. Let's go.
You know what?
Let's go.
You are being overly dramatic.
Yeah? Let's go.
Not in front of me, bitch.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ow!
Yeah.
Yeah! Ow!
Yeah.
Ow! Ow! Stop that!
So,
Ow!
Annabelle, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah! Tell me it hurts! Tell me it hurts and I'll stop.
I like the beard. Very,
No, that's my photo somewhere!
Yeah!
Dave, you almost done over there. Annabelle's not very talkative.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Fucking asshole.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Phenomenal.
All right. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed that there's no other interruptions tonight. Walter, why don't you tell us a little bit about Annabelle?
Yeah. Tell us about Annabelle.
Yeah, well, we met online.
Shocker.
Let him finish.
Go on. Tell me all about your new fetish.
Well, she's not your typical girl, okay? As you can see, most women have flaws, but I was able to design Annabelle from scratch, like a god. At first, I went to this artist and he refused. He said, nope, I'm uncomfortable with the assignment. And so I found someone willing to bring her to life, and Michelangelo couldn't have carved a more angelic figure. This was the best $20 I ever spent.
$20. Cheap fucking whore. If
Hey,
I've ever heard one.
That is not funny.
Oh, let me get this straight. This is the woman you've been talking about for the last 8 weeks, pretending she's a real person.
Hey, just because she wasn't born of the womb doesn't make her any less real.
Yeah, Okay, yeah, sure. Are we going to talk about the face?
Stunning, isn't it?
Abe, you always find something to nitpick about.
No! That's my fucking face! That's my fucking face on a 2D hooker!
What? You really think so?
Yeah, she's got green eyes, but I think the similarities end right
What? She has a fucking beard! Holy shit, that's me! Walter has been fucking me! Me!
Let me get a better look at her.
Yeah, get a better look!
Ooh, she smells.
Ugh.
Can I?
Oh, yeah, by all means.
Oh, she's soft.
Yeah.
That's quality fabric.
Well, she's freshly bathed for our special announcement.
Oh my god.
Yep. We're pregnant. Abe.
You're not pregnant anymore! Whoops!
She can survive. Our baby can survive anything you throw at her. Besides, our nightly routine is much more rigorous than that.
God! Ah! You're fucking repulsive. Alright, Walter. Now, Marty. Hi. Is this not weird? Is this not maybe the most fucking disturbing thing you've ever seen? He needs help. He needs professional help.
Well, I don't know, Abe. I mean, she's cute in a mentally ill sort of way.
Thank you, Marty.
Besides, this is America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. And while I'm not crazy about the images in my head at the moment, I'd say a man marrying a pillow is about as patriotic as the Star-Spangled Banner itself.
Well, Marty, if your plan was for me to learn anything at all from this bitch, you were sorely mistaken.
I was hoping you'd say that, because now we can move on to the moment we've all been waiting for. My guest. Someone you'll actually learn a thing or two from. I'm sure the viewers at home have an inkling of an idea as to who I'm referring to. A very special boy. A man. Who has shown that just because you're different doesn't mean you have to settle for less. He's overcome more obstacles in 20 years than most people have their entire lives. Without further delay, I would like to introduce my nephew, Jerry.
Oh, for Christ's sake, don't tell me he's a pillow, too.
Come on, Jerry Bear.
Hello.
You okay, champ?
You made me sound stupid. I don't want to be here.
Oh, sweetie. Nobody said you were stupid, did we, fellas?
No, we didn't say he was stupid. No. Nobody said that. You seem like a real smarty pants.
I thought it. He sounds like a sped, just like his old man.
See? Everybody here thinks I'm stupid.
Yep.
I just want to go home.
Okay.
Jerry, just sit down. Be a man.
There he is.
Ah, Jerry. Heard a lot about you. Nothing good.
Uncle Marty, I'm scared.
Good. Abe, just keep it professional.
Professional? For this buffoon?
Whoa.
Oh, what now?
I can't believe you just said that.
Yeah, do you understand how offensive that word is?
That's offensive. That's offensive. You.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry. Hey. Offensive. I'm gonna.
Okay, does anyone have any questions for Jerry Berry?
Yeah, Jerry?
Hey, Sport, you all right?
Ooh. Yeah. Just allergies. You can ask me the question.
Okay. I'm sure our viewers would like to know, do you like anime?
Oh, fucking shit! Fuck! God! Fuck you! Just shut the fuck up! Super fucking anime idiot bitch ass! Shut the fuck up! Holy shit! Shut up!
I was just asking a question.
No!
Yeah.
Fuck you! Alright? I get it now. I've been the butt of the joke for the last few weeks now. I get it. Alright? I've been played by you guys. I see it now. I should never have relinquished the title of host. I should never have given it up. I know this in my head, that when the episodes are not planned by me, it is garbage. And, well, it's a fucking dumpster shit fire here, okay? It's garbage, but not anymore! Not anymore! I'm taking over the show again. I am the host. I'm the only host. I don't need you, Walter, you fucking freak. I don't need you, Marty, you dumbass piece of shit. Fuck you, Jerry. Waste of fucking space. I don't need any of you. Alright? It's my show. Get the fuck out of here. Hit the fucking bricks.
Watch it, Abe. You're outclassed. I want us to stay. Walter wants us to stay. Jerry wants us to stay. Annabelle wants us to stay.
Okay, Annabelle is not real.
Yes, she is. She is the fire in my loins.
Oh, yeah? Walter, well, if the fire of your loins can say that she wants you guys to stay on the show, then you can stay.
I really...
No! She has to move her lips. She has to say it from her own lips. Can that happen?
Abe, why can't you just let me have this?
I don't want you to have shit, bitch. Alright? If this little sperm bank doesn't start talking, I'm gonna shove it up your ass until you fucking die!
What?
Yeah!
That was a little weird, Abe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's time for a little temper time tantrum timeout. I want an apology from my beloved nephew, Jerry, now.
Temper time, Marty, temper time. Here's a temper time. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Die. Okay, Marty? If you can do that for me, then I'll be happy. Is that too weird? You know, hey, try this on for size. Me taking Jerry and inflating him up like a balloon and then popping him with a little needle, and then he explodes and into bloody chunks and fucking flies everywhere, and he dies! You still love me for T-Bone! Where's that fucker anyway? I want him to open up his big, fat, fucking, gaping, stupid face.
Jerry Bear. Abraham.
Good riddance, honestly. Here we go. Yeah. What do you got, Marty? Yeah.
Walter and I have been exceedingly patient with you this season. Bullying my beloved nephew, Jerry, off the show's a new low, even for you. I asked you to apologize. Don't make me ask again.
To Jerry. Apologize to Jerry? Is that what you want? Apologize to Jerry, the one with the glasses, you got the little 4 eyes, the little chimpy butt. Ah! Fuck!
I'm not fucking around. Yeah. Enough for fuck's sakes. I've let you get away with pushing me around, pushing Walter around, pushing Annabelle around, pushing minorities around, whoever you want to push around, but not my beloved nephew, Jerry. Apologize and mean it.
You just hit me? You just laid hands on me, didn't you? You fucking hit me.
Abraham?
You fucking... Okay, bitch. Let's go. Come on. Fucking fight me. Fucking fight me, alright? Mano and bicho, man. Fucking fight me. I'm gonna fight fucking Jerry, alright? I'll fucking fight Jerry. I'll fucking kill Jerry. Yeah! I'll fucking kill him. even ready yet, okay? Jesus Christ, come on, asshole. Let's go, let's fight. Let's fucking fight.
Yeah.
Come on.
Kick
let's
his ass.
Stop fuck up, Walter. Come on. I'll fucking take
Come
you,
on,
man.
hit him.
I'll fucking... Hey, what? Okay, hey, I understand. I get it. I message receipt. Okay, everything's cool. I'm sorry. Shut up, Walter. I'm sorry. Okay, I take it back. I take it back, Jerry. He's a good kid. He's a great kid. Okay, he's a great kid, and you should be proud of him. And everything is okay with me. Everything's fine. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything.
Kick his ass.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. I didn't mean to take the show away from you. I didn't mean. I just. Please, Marty. Don't hurt me, okay? I'll give you the show back. I don't care. You can have the show back. Just don't hurt me. Don't hurt anyone I know, okay? I'm sorry about everything. I didn't mean to make anything go wrong. I didn't mean to. I just have a lot of problems at home, and you gotta understand there are a lot of things that make me really sad. And that's why the racism and I don't mean to. I like women, I do, and I'm sorry I turned reasonable men into my own weird little sad place. I really feel sad. I need things in my life that I can cover my family and see how much it's doing to me. It's all catching up to me. It's all catching up to me right now because I'm sorry. I'm a little bitch boy and I'm a little Phil Lord sub boy. It just feels really sad. I just wanted to be able to be a big guy like Dad wanted me to be, and I'm sorry. Annabelle is a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman, and I didn't mean to say anything bad about it. Just don't hurt me. And I'm sorry to the fans out there. I'm sorry to the voice of reason because I just wanted to be cool like you guys and I couldn't be. I'm sorry to hurt again. I didn't let people let you down on me. I'm sorry to SMC. The Shrewsbury Media Connection. I'm sorry to show. I'm sorry to my wife. I didn't mean to cheat on you last night, but I have a hole in my heart that I can't fill.
Done? Are you done now?
Hey, get the fuck off my show.
Peace. Yeah. So long, honey.
Peace.
Beat it.
Peace. I'm sorry.
I guess that's the end of an era. I can't believe he's gone. I mean, do we just wrap up the show for good? I mean, is there even a Reasonable Men without him? What's that? I think Annabelle has something to say. What does she say? Pick me up! Oh, okay. Put me where Abe sits! Okay, dear. Okay. Oh, God. Hurry up! God, you're so slow. Oh, sorry, man.
You had something to say, Walter, or Annabelle, or Walt?
Do you have something to say there, baby? I do. Okay, go ahead and say it. Walter asked a good question. Is there reasonable men without Abe? No, but there shouldn't be. Reasonable Men was a beacon of bigotry, a good premise soured by the hateful heart of Abe Whitman. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
We need to evolve. Racism, sexism, homophobia has all been eradicated with the departure of that pickle-brained mollusk. But we still need to do better. We need to become reasonable people.
So long as I'm the host.
I don't give a fuck, Marty. Do I get to be co-host? No. Well, God, I want you so hard right now.
Oh, let's keep things family friendly from now on, please.
Yeah,
This
sure.
has been an exciting episode of Marty McDonald's Reasonable People. No matter who you are or who you're with, have a good night.